How about now? How about now? It's just like random with this stuff. It all of a sudden there's no sound. How about now? Is there sound now? All right, there we go. Thanks, Nick. So anyway, what I was saying is that you get up and you think today's going to be a great day. It's going to be awesome. And one of the two dogs that usually sleep in the bed, with you, one of them's not there because he's already put himself in his crate for the morning. So I'm like, whoa, how did this happen? I had to fight with one of the dogs. And the other one, snap your finger, and that's how he reacts, and he comes into his crate too. Very, very easy, right? Okay. There's actually coffee left in the coffee pot, so I do that. I make a coffee at home. Don't have to pay $3 for one today. How are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, Franklin. All right, so the hell with my story because our guests are here. Franklin, we're going to have you move over this way a little bit. There you go. There we go. Yeah, I was saying, wait a minute. And we can have you move over just a little bit as well, too. All right. Yeah, that's great. All right, so today we have a very special guest we've been talking about really for the last week or so. And you can leave it on if he wants to. It's warm in here. It's very warm in here. And this is Franklin Everett, right? How are you, Franklin? Oh, there we go. Nice to meet you.
How's Franklin today? Let's move on to that today. How's Franklin today? Everything good?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Good day today?
Yeah.
So Franklin is you're Melissa, right? You're
Yes, I am. Melissa Whipple.
You're his
I was his paraprofessional
Yeah.
while he was in school, and then he graduated, and then they have the program at the school where he's allowed to stay till he's 22.
Sure.
So when he aged out, it was in September. I retired in October. So
Got
I
it.
just continued on with what I was learning with him. He works 3 days a week at Mohegan Sun.
Okay. What does he do? What do you do?
Franklin,
at
what do you do
Mohegan's?
at the Mohegan Sun? Do you work in the? Where do you work?
Okay, he's
In the
the cafeteria.
cafeteria. He works in the cafeteria. He helps
Yeah.
clean the cleaning crew.
Oh.
And that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mhm.
And then Thursday, I take him usually to my house. We do some educational stuff, learning.
Yep.
Continuing his studies.
Today's his day off.
And today he has Thursday, Friday off from work. So we usually do stuff at, education wise, whether we go to a museum. I've taken him to the airport museum. We've gone to, the aquarium. We've gone to a lot of different places. His favorite thing is obviously walking around outside. He loves
Yeah.
being outside. And that's how we came upon the parking lot.
I was gonna say. So now, how old is Franklin now?
He is 20. He'll be 24.
24. Okay. So, how did it come about that? See, now Franklin is pretty much a celebrity now.
Yeah.
Because
That was all because of Dawn. She's the
Yeah.
one that stopped by, and she was the only person that ever asked us what we were doing there. We've been doing it for years.
How many years have you been doing it?
At least 2008, so maybe 5 years. It was when he
Okay.
when he graduated from high school.
Did Wi-Fi going?
What do you have to ask Mike? Say, do you
Yeah, Wi-Fi going.
have Wi-Fi?
Do I have Wi-Fi?
That's okay. He just likes to have his
I
Wi-Fi.
do. Oh, where is it? Oh my goodness.
That's okay. So I'll tell the story while you're looking.
Oh, I got it.
When he graduated, it was a little bit more. He had a little bit more flexible
Here you go,
schedule.
Franklin.
And on days like half days and stuff, after school was out, I would take him to the parking lot, and that's where that was his reward for doing a good job, or he would
Yeah.
work for that all week. And then once he graduated, it just became an every week thing. He would go every Friday. That was like his thing.
Yep.
And Friday's our community day. So when I first started working with him, I would take him. We would walk from the school down here.
Mhm.
And I would introduce him. I took him into almost every business downtown because I wanted people to know him.
Sure.
And I wanted him to know what each store offered and, what it was all about. So that's how we started his community learning, was downtown here. And then after he was really good at that, I ended up the special ed director at Griswold was phenomenal, and he let
Talking
me.
about Chris
Yes, Chris is
Chris
awesome.
Champlin.
Yeah, he let me go as far as I could go with him. Within, you know, so I would take him on the seat bus. He would know where bus 8 was, where he picks it up, where it takes him, and then we moved on to bus 9. So he knows how to get through the community. The bus drivers know him. All the business owners know him down
Sure.
there. So if there's ever an issue, I wanted the community to know who he was.
Right.
And that's how it started. And then the parking lot.
Yeah,
Because
I
he
mean,
loves it.
how did that even start? Was that just like a whim?
Well, anytime we would go somewhere, he's always loved trucks since he was a little kid. His mom
Mhm.
will tell you that too. And so his reward was he wanted to see trucks on the highway. So that's how it started, is for like 10 minutes, I would take him and we'd watch trucks. And then it just evolved into, okay, well, what letter's on that truck and what truck is that company from?
Sure.
And learning, you know, he already knew his colors and stuff, but it was just expanding on that. And so I really like finding the things that he's interested in, and I use them to help teach him.
What's he showing you?
What's that?
He's showing them.
Oh, it's a matchbox, huh?
Oh,
Yeah. So, Franklin, do we go to the parking lot? Yeah. What do we see at the parking lot? What are we looking for? So every week we go, we look for something different.
Mhm.
Whether it's what do you like to watch this week? What are we gonna find? Go find
Trucks,
what kind of trucks?
Chevys.
He likes Chevys.
oh,
So that's
okay.
that's where
All
the
right.
phase we're at right now. Is he's learning the difference between Chevys and
Yep.
Fords and Rams, Mack trucks.
Yep.
You know, all those things. So it depends on, you know, as he evolves, that's what it evolves into.
Gotcha.
You know, and then the truckers on the highway just love seeing him. And, you know, there's a few in particular that really stop and talk to him. And
Great.
we talk on the radio to him. You know, who do you talk on the radio to?
Too.
Fido too. Yeah, he loves
Fido too.
Yeah, that's a funny story. When I first started working with him, we were walking down the hallway at school, and somebody said hi to him. And one of the first things I said to him was, "Well, when someone says hi to you, you have to say hi too."
Right.
So he took that as hi too. So now, even all these years
He
later,
even said that to me. I
when
noticed
you
somebody
say
said
hi, he says hi too, and I've tried to, you know, fix it, and it's just
it's a Franklin thing.
It's a Franklin thing, absolutely. So
We all have our things.
he has his days where he won't be quiet. Like he'll go on and on and on and on. And then he has other days where he, you know, he's a little timid and he's got some thoughts going on in his head. But this kid's changed my life. You know, when meeting him was just like a life-changing experience. So he's a great kid.
Are trucks your favorite thing, Franklin?
Mm-hmm. What kind of trucks? Franklin, what's Miss Whipple's favorite truck? The
One. Money truck.
money truck. When we're on the highway, he'll go, "Ooh, I like that one," you know, and I'll go, "Oh, that's my favorite truck." He'll always say, "Which one is this?"
It's my favorite too. You know.
Mhm. So when I see him, oh,
Kathy, what
that's
about
my-
you? You like the money truck?
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing. And over the years, the people that have been consistent with him, you know, like we have a lady that drives an ice cream truck. I'm not even sure who she is, but
Mhm.
she you know, beeps her horn every time we go by. There's certain trucks that always are beeping at us, stopping and talking to us. One of his favorites is he loves watching for the cement trucks.
Yeah.
He likes the Jolly cement truck. So
He just likes the truck. He likes
the
Is it the
trucks.
size
And
and
that's
the
what I've used.
loudness or
he just
Compared
likes
to a
trucks.
car, or-
Like I take him. We go to the library every week, every Thursday. I usually take him.
Yep.
He's exhausted the library in Jute City because we've been doing there for years. So now I take him down to Norwich Otis Library, and it's a whole nother options for him. But every week he gets one of the books has to be about trucks. He's always liked trucks,
Yeah.
and the other things he really likes are airplanes. So sometimes I take him down to Groton Airport, and we sit there and watch planes,
Mhm.
and then I don't know if it's the Coast Guard or somebody has the military helicopters there that he just loves those. But the parking lot all came about because of his interest in trucks, and it was a good way to use that as a teaching tool. And then I've just expanded. And it went 10 minutes. Now we're there for 2 hours. So we usually get there at 8:30 on a Friday, and we're there till like 10:30. And then we leave, and he goes and he has to do his shopping and his debit card thing, and we go to lunch. So it's a whole community thing that it's as the years go by, I just try to expand it and use it in different ways. And, most of the cashiers at all the stores, like, around
They all know Franklin.
him. They all know Franklin.
And it's weird because I know his mom.
Yeah.
And I had never met Franklin.
And you never put the two together?
No, not at all. So
Yeah. Well, his mom's kind of, she's kind of not quiet, but she's not quiet, but she's very protective. And, I feel honored to be, in their circle.
Well, it's funny because I saw her out the back here at the building here, and she's always, hey, how are you? Hey, Kim. She was. I mean, I knew her from school, but she also was a friend of my mother because she worked with her,
Right.
back in the day.
Yeah.
So, and Franklin gets out of the car, and he's already almost in the pharmacy. He's like, come on,
Was his arms going?
Yeah, and I went, hey, I said, is that Franklin?
Yeah.
I said, I never,
Yeah.
and I'd heard so many nice things about Franklin.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of put two and two together. And I talked
Yeah.
to Kim, and I connected with you, and here you guys are. So it's funny because I said, hey, Franklin, you want to be on the radio? He just shook his head, yes. That was it.
Like I said, he has quiet days. I wish you would put that away, though. Well, should we turn that off while we're on the radio? What do you think? Good job. Hey, what are we doing tomorrow? Today's Thursday. What are we doing tomorrow? Nope, he's done.
He's out, huh?
You want to go sit over there? Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
He I love that smile. It's just everybody that meets him just knows what a great kid he is. And you can tell that from when he was a small child.
It's very warm.
I met him in 2015 was the first time I met him when I first started working with him. And he was a freshman in high school. And ever since I met him, it's been a life changer. So
now here, you can actually pop right in over there, Kathy.
yeah, come on in.
So let's see. You got Franklin's got some good mornings from Victoria in Sterling. Dawn is there.
Okay. Hi, Dawn.
Wendell. saying
that's
hi.
my husband.
Oh, okay. Well, that's right. Yeah, same last name. Hello. So, Kathy, I mean, do you have any questions or about?
Well, just came out of a meeting, so I was trying to listen to some of it. But I get what I was wondering was, does he have any favorite trucks, or is there anything else that
He has favorite trucks. Like his favorite trucks he likes to watch for, obviously, are Fido, because they're that big blue. He knows what those are.
Oh, okay.
He knows Cheetos. He knows M&M. He
Yeah.
knows Lay's.
So do
He
I.
knows Jolly Concrete.
So do I.
Ambulance. It's kind of funny. I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but every time we're there and we see the marshals coming from Norwich going to Danielson, and they whoop, 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 whoop.
Aw,
So they know.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Every time they go by. So there's
So-
people that just know us.
I was going to ask you, when did they start recognizing Franklin being there on a regular basis and then
Probably
getting his attention? And
Yeah, probably a couple of years ago when we started going for like a longer time than
Yeah.
15 minutes. Sometimes I would go 15 minutes and then we'd go off and do our community things. And if we had time, we'd go back in the afternoon. But now it's a consistent couple of hours every morning. So people,
yeah.
we have cars that beep at us. We just, people stop if they can. They say hi and they wave. But 90% of the people on the highway that see us with a sign or waving, they're all beeping.
Mhm. There was I was at Dean's having breakfast, sitting at the counter, and there was a gentleman that came in and sat down, and we just started chit chatting. Said he was a truck driver, and he was talking about Franklin.
Oh, was
And
he?
he's like, I drive by every Friday, and then beeped Franklin. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy, that is so cool, you know.
Not just at the parking lot, but like if we're out in the community, we're out and about. If there's a trucker in the parking lot, and he sees Franklin looking at him, he'll get right out. And you want to come sit inside? And,
Oh, that's so cool.
they're very, very.
I was just going to ask you, has he had the opportunity to get in the truck or take a
Lots of
ride or?
trucks, lots of trucks. A lot of people, not just over the weekend, but a few people have stopped and say, and I'm in a parking lot by myself.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, if you want to get out, he can get in.
Yeah,
Just,
exactly. Right.
but they're very generous. They let him beep the horn. And, he's gone for rides. His stepdad actually drives a triaxle for work.
Oh, that's cool.
So he gets to go in his dad's stepdad's
Gotcha.
triaxles once in a while. But
Has he gone to see any like fire trucks and all
we've
that
been to the
stuff?
fire station.
Yep.
We've been to the airplanes. I've taken him down to the Bacchus Hospital. We got to see the ambulance, and we also got a personal tour of the helicopter.
Oh, that's so
Oh.
cool.
So
Wow.
my philosophy
Now
is
I'm
let's
jealous.
do it. If they say no, then
Yeah.
what's the loss? So
Right,
I asked
exactly.
him,
Yeah.
went through the proper channels, and
I've never been in a helicopter.
so
Mm.
yeah,
Never even been next to a helicopter.
he wasn't allowed in. He got to stand on the water and kind
You
of
gotta
look in
check it.
because you can't touch anything.
Yeah.
And I don't want him there anyways. But yeah, I try to expose him as. In fact, he's also been up in a little pilot, like a puddle jumper airplane.
Oh wow!
Oh, really?
It happened to work out where he loves airplanes.
Yeah.
He gets excited when they take off.
Is that a rush for him?
I'm sorry.
Was that a rush?
Oh gosh, yeah. And a friend of my husband's actually was a pilot, and so he kind of worked it out. So
Oh,
he took
Nice.
Franklin, myself, and Franklin's mom, Kim.
Up.
And we
that
went
is
up,
so
and
cool.
We flew over the school. We flew over Franklin's house.
Oh,
So he
wow.
could see the guy flew us
Wow.
over here, so we could see everything. And then the first time, I was in the front jumper seat, and him and mom were in the back, and I turned around to look at him. He's like, just his eyes were big. He was just, and I expected him to be, doing his thing, but he was very excited.
That is so
He
cool.
was super excited. So, I try to expose him to a lot of things.
What about trains, boats, that sort of thing?
He likes trains. Yep. We spent an afternoon down in New London at the train station watching the ferries come in and the
Yep.
boats and the trains. And yeah, he loves.
He sounds like he gets around.
Yeah, he does. And his favorite thing in the whole world is shopping. Loves shopping.
Oh,
You like shopping?
Loves shopping.
what does
Oh
he
my
shop
good-
for? Anything and
can-
everything?
Well, on Thursdays we make our list. He has to, he buys his snacks and his drinks. He won't go far.
Sorry.
So he has to make a list and he has to know what he needs to buy, and then I take him on Fridays and he goes and he finds it. I just follow him around,
Wow.
and then he has to pay for it with his debit card. He calls it his debit prescription card. It's kind of cute. So so
He gives his PIN number and all that
oh
stuff.
yeah, he's got to put his PIN number in. And
You see, I don't know what he knows and he doesn't know. So,
Yeah.
not just Franklin, but a lot of special needs kids are very smart.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think they are. They're
Mhm.
smart in their own way.
You can tell by looking in his eyes,
He's got it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
He's
yeah,
taking everything in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now, like, if I say I need this, he needs to tell me what store to go to buy that. So I'm trying to teach him life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life skills are real important to me, and that's how, And like I said, I had the support of Chris, and he just said, "Go for it." And he. Oh, what? I can't hear you. Please can you open it? Yeah, you go ahead. Go sit over there. You can open it. Go ahead.
Seems like a very sweet
Yeah.
young man.
Just gentle soul.
Yeah.
Like I said before, everybody that meets him just loves him.
Hmm.
He's so sweet, and he doesn't. I don't think he has a mean bone in his body.
Yeah.
No.
And I think the more people, his mom socialized him a lot.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
I even met her,
Yeah.
So, I love her. Love her to death. She's a great, great mom.
Yeah.
And God knew what they were doing when they gave her Frank. I'll tell you that.
Aw.
You know what I mean? So
That's sweet.
He's just taking everything in.
Mhm.
he doesn't miss a trick.
Do you work with him every day?
No, I work with him on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay, gotcha.
And then sometimes I'll see him on the weekends.
Yeah.
Or, whatever.
Now, you said you retired. Now, did you
Yeah.
stay on because of
Well,
your
it just
connection
kind of-
with Franklin?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, I hit my mark and my 10 years and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
it was at that point where it was like, I couldn't see myself working with another kid because I had become so attached to him.
Hmm.
And every child is different. And I was so geared towards one that I was like, I don't know if I could start it all over again.
Yeah.
That whole process.
Sure.
Mhm.
So he'll be in my life forever.
Oh,
He really
that's
is.
so cool.
He's such a good kid.
Yeah, that is really cool. And you can tell just watching him, and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And, just the way he's looking around and
Mhm.
he's like, it's like he's looking at every line in
Oh,
the
he
ceiling,
knows
or
everything.
every spackle. It's like,
Mhm.
Hmm.
He won't miss a trick.
is that what he said?
He sometimes he repeats what you say. So even though you don't think he's listening to you,
Oh, yeah.
He's listening. Are you listening, Franklin?
he say it.
Well, and what's cool is he can come back and watch this later if he wants, right?
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
come go onto
know,
his
I,
iPad and
Show him pictures a lot, and stuff that we've done, things like that. And he remembers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really does.
well, he'll probably get a kick out of seeing himself on the radio.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
he'll
he'll be
see
able to
his
go
pictures
back
on my
and see
phone, he
himself.
just loves that,
Hmm.
So, but he's a pretty lucky kid. He's had a lot of good people that have worked with him through the years. And actually, his senior prom, I didn't want him to go to the prom because it would have been too overwhelming for him.
Mhm.
So what I did is I invited every paraprofessional that worked with him since kindergarten.
Whoa.
I invited every single one, and his mom didn't know.
Oh
And
my
we were all there,
gosh.
standing there, and I had given him a dozen roses one by one, so the women came up and
Oh,
Aw.
that is so
I got goosebumps every time I tell
the
story.
sweet. Oh my gosh.
But it was you know, it was a great senior prom for him. It was exactly what
Mhm.
he
What worked
needed
for him,
and what
yep.
worked for him. So we went.
It's a really cool love story.
Mhm.
I loved
Really,
it to
you
death. Are
know.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
And just what's good for the kid. What's
Yeah.
And so then we all of us just took him out for pizza, and that was our prom night. But he got to see everybody that he had
He'd worked with and
mostly
stuff, yeah.
everybody that he had worked with since, because he had been in the school district since preschool.
Wow.
Hey, Franklin,
And
you,
it wasn't
there are
just
some
me
people
got
that
him
are
there,
saying
you know?
hello.
That's
Can you
so
come over and
cool.
say hello to them?
Come on, come say hi. Have a seat. I'll stand right behind you. How's that? There you go.
So, let's see. Dawn says hi.
You want to say hi to Dawn? How about Mr. Whipple? You want to say hi to Mr. Whipple? Okay, look over there. Say hi, Mr. Whipple.
Right,
Hello.
right into that thing right there.
Say hi, Mr. Whipple.
How about can you say hello to Rachel? Rachel's in South Carolina.
Mm.
Rachel who?
Taylor. She's literally in South Carolina.
Because he's had a couple of ABA. You know,
Oh, okay. All
two of
right.
them that work with him that were Rachel.
Oh.
So,
Donna says good morning.
can you
Donna
say good
Langlois.
morning? Can you say good morning to the camera?
See the camera up
What do
there?
we say? Good morning, huh? Right? Do you like going to watch the trucks at the highway? Yeah. What are we going to look for tomorrow? What kind of trucks? What do you want to look for tomorrow? You want to look for Cheetos? Yeah, you like Cheetos? How about, are we going to see any Jollies tomorrow? How many Jollies you want to see? Two Jollies? Okay, how about Fido? You want to see Fido tomorrow? Yeah, what are you going to say to him? What are you going to say to Fido? What are you going to say? What's Fido going to say? Fido going to say, I love
Oh.
you. Yeah, Fido, the truck driver we talked about on CB radio.
Yeah.
And he always, Peanut. It's not kind of funny. Oh,
No, he's done.
He's done.
Yeah, that's all right.
He'll be calling on the radio. Peanut, I'm coming in hot.
Oh,
And then
that
he'll
is
be
so
beeping all the way.
cool.
So, yeah, he's
Oh, Rachel's in North Carolina. She's in Southern North Carolina.
okay.
Or Northern
That's
South
good. I just
Carolina.
thought it
Northern
was- I
South
thought it was
Carolina, I don't know.
A different rate.
Vicky Scanlon says hi, Franklin. Dave Polino says good morning, buddy.
Morning, buddy.
And Facebook user, whoever this person is, says good morning, Franklin from Georgia.
Oh,
Ooh,
cool.
Georgia.
So he's got people all over the
He's
world.
national.
He is.
You're a international super spy.
He is. He's got these little, they call them sticky men, little like wall
Mm,
climbers.
yeah.
And my husband and I went on a trip to Europe. And so I took a wall climber with me and I photographed it everywhere we
Oh,
went.
like a flat
Like-
Stanley.
Yeah, yeah. And so like I had him on the Eye in the tower
Yeah.
in London. And he was all over the world. and I
That
would
is
send him
so
pictures. It was so cool. And he would get excited every time he'd see a picture. So
Wow.
you just got to know what
That
like,
is so cool.
This is not
Yeah.
good for him. Not good, but he doesn't. This is not one of his favorite things to do.
No.
What's that?
Sitting and
Just
waiting
sitting
for
and just
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Well,
you can tell
we'll
he's
let you go.
He's
We'll
ready
let
to
you
go.
patient.
You can
He's
yeah,
very-
he is. You
you
can
know.
tell he's
You have to be patient, huh, buddy?
he's ready to go.
We say that a lot while we're watching for the trucks. I say you gotta be patient.
He's gonna wait for him.
So
And
Does
he's a very
anybody out
polite
there-
young man too. I mean, he came in and he put his hand out, like shake my
Aw.
hand, and I was like, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, he's learned his manners too. Yeah, he's just a great. Does anybody online have any questions for him?
No, they're pretty much saying hello, good morning. We'll take one or two questions because we know we want to get you guys out of here so Franklin can start his day and whatever. But does anybody have any questions for Melissa? Right? Is it Missy or Melissa? Or is
My
it-
family, my family called me Missy, but in
Yeah.
my professional job, I always use Melissa.
Yeah.
So, I go by either one.
David says, does he participate in Special Olympics?
He used to.
And the reason why I say this is because David works for Special Olympics in Hampton. So
He used to. He
David
was
area.
in Special Olympics. I think the last one he did was bowling. But yeah, he did in the past, but he's not like he's
No.
a great swimmer, loves the water, but to
Yep.
get him to do it for Special Olympics.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got
So you just have to know what direction he's going to go in.
Mr. Whipple wants to know what time is lunch.
Tell him ask him who's buying.
He heard you. We'll take, if anybody has one more question, we'll take one more question because we're gonna let these fine folks go start their day. Franklin, I think, is checked out. He's on his iPad.
do you go down to Camp Harkness or any of that?
Yeah, he's been to Camp Harkness. I take him down to Eastern Beach.
Mhm.
I go out and we go down there, and then when we go to the airport, we'll go to the other
Oh, Bluff Point.
beach down there. He's not a particularly beach person. When you take him there, he likes to just walk.
Oh yeah,
So we hook
Yep.
it, Misquamicut. Yeah, I've taken him a lot of places.
yeah. Sounds like it. Sounds like he
You know,
definitely gets around.
And that's good for him. He likes it. I like it. And a lot of things I make him do on his own. And his mom makes him do a lot. But as a mom, you kind of do stuff for him. So he's got
Kim's really good.
tough love here for
Yeah.
me. So
It seems to be
awesome mom.
working. Whatever you guys are doing,
Yeah, we're a
it
good
definitely
team. I
seems
have
to be
say we're a good
working.
team, and she's phenomenal. And she's done a great job with them. And like I said, there was more than just me. There was all those people all through the years in school. Even all through his years of high school, he's still in love with his aide from the middle school, Ellen Shepard.
Mm.
Franklin, you want to say hi to Miss Shepard? Come on over here, say hi to Miss Shepard. You want to say hi?
Yeah. I was like, oh, she's not here.
Mm,
She's not here.
that's his favorite. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was awesome too. So yeah. And
So I have a question for you, and we'll probably end it at this right here. Who's learned more in this relationship, Franklin or you?
me, absolutely. I've learned compassion, patience, all those things that these kids teach you. And I think my big success story is he just feels like another kid.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
another kid.
Mhm.
And that's how I base it. I've learned how to be a better person because of him. And yes, he's come a long way. And but like a lot of special needs kids don't have best friends or
Yeah.
somebody to hang
Sure,
with.
sure.
So
Mhm.
I'm like his BFF. And That's
Mhm.
what I try. That's how I treat him. And he's great. So I'd have to say I did. I learned
Gotcha.
a lot on the inside.
Mm.
And Rachel wants to know what's his favorite big truck.
Big truck. What's your favorite truck? Which one? Cheetos, Fritos, Lay's? Which one? Cheetos.
Cheetos.
He does.
Because it's so bright, he can see it
Orange.
coming.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah.
So I'm always asking him, oh, what's that one say? So he has to tell me what they say. So
Mm.
we're progressing
cool.
as we go.
Very good.
But thank you so much for
No
everything,
problem.
guys.
Thank you for coming in. This is a wonderful thing. He's such a nice young man.
He is.
And,
I'm so glad.
Kim's wonderful.
Like I said, she's amazing. So she's done a phenomenal job.
So where you off to today? To the commuter parking lot?
Yeah, no, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Fridays.
Yeah, it's
Tomorrow.
Fridays.
Today's
Yeah.
educational and stuff like that. Sometimes probably might go to lunch. Who knows?
Yeah.
Depends. I'll ask him what he wants to do. Go from there. But I didn't have any plans because of this. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Well, thank you very much for coming
Thank you
in.
so much. It was very nice
Oh,
meeting you.
Thank you.
It was very nice,
Nice
meeting
meeting
you.
you.
We'll check in on you from time to time,
Sure,
to
if
get
you ever go by
some.
the parking lot, give us a beep.
I
Will
will
do,
I will.
definitely.
Thank you so much for Camaro Signs. They're the ones that donated that sign.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I was in touch with them.
Yeah.
Dawn, Camaro.
They're awesome at Camaro signs.
Oh my
They really
gosh.
are.
I ordered
Matter of
them.
fact, the sign behind us is this was crafted
it?
by Camaro signs. This was on our building up there.
Yeah.
We brought it here. So
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye,
All right.
Franklin.
bye, Franklin.
Oh. You need that, right?
Can't leave without that. Have a great day.
You too.
You too. We'll
Bye.
see ya.
Come say goodbye. Come on. No, come on in here. You have to be polite. What do we say?
Bye,
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, too. That's awesome. Bye, Franklin.
Bye.
He answered me.
Yeah. It's funny because I don't know why you're like right in.
Do I need to move
Yeah, I think so.
to this way?
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. No, that way.
This way?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
This way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not like we can afford camera crews and producers and all this stuff. We're not ballers, man. We're just me and you. This isn't high tech.
It's pretty high tech.
That's nothing compared to.
So what's going on?
I know you were coming in today.
No, I didn't think I was because, well, one, I had a meeting, but I knew you had guests coming in, so I didn't think I was coming in. That's all right.
Why would I
hear
omit
now.
either you or Rich? for
I
that?
don't know. I don't know.
And I thought you would really enjoy that actually.
Yeah, it's I as a nurse, I worked with intellectually disabled folks in group homes. I was kind of oversaw the Columbia region for a group home. So I worked with folks with disabilities for a little while, and I loved it. It was a lot of fun. It was very fulfilling.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd come home with the stories, and I'd with artwork that they would make for me during their day programs. And I had this one lady that you get attached. It's hard not to, and she would
Yeah.
make me artwork, and she would all sorts of things, and she'd be like, you have to put it on your fridge. So I'd come home, put it on the fridge, and take a picture, and then bring it back to work so she could see that it was on my fridge at home. And there's just it's hard to describe, but it just hits a spot, in you working
So-
with folks like that.
So Laura says, thanks for the feel good story. And, absolutely. But if anybody has or knows of anybody that has a story like that, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a special needs young man or young woman. It can be anything that is just, gives you a little bit of the warm and fuzzies, and it just because there's so
Mhm.
much crap today, and
Yep.
so much negativity, and the Red Sox keep
Mhm.
losing. And, I mean, it's just you gotta have that.
Yep, absolutely.
Um,
It is warm in here, and I'm usually freezing cold. So for me to say it's
oh,
warm in
no,
here, it's
you
warm
are
in
absolutely
here.
right. I came
We-
in this
we
morning
need to open
and I'm
windows
like,
or something.
you know what? I'm gonna text the foreman.
Do the windows open? There's no screens, and oh no, there's storm windows in there. Yeah, it's like toasty in here. Rich wouldn't even have been able to stay in here.
No,
He would've-
I'm having a hard time.
He literally would have been sitting here melting by now. But we got to just, if you open up a window, it'd be fine. I noticed you still have the blinds open.
Well, I'm watching, waiting. I just don't shut them. I don't know. I just want to have a little bit of a.
I mentioned it to Nick, and he turns 18 on June 1st. He's like, maybe that's where I'll go for my 18th birthday.
We all have goals.
Yeah, right. I was like, hey, whatever. I was like, I don't need to know about it.
Nick, let me know what time you want to go.
And he's he would too. But yeah, he's like, oh, I turn 18 in a few weeks. Like, I can do that. Kid cracks me up. So what else is going on?
Nothing a lot. I mean,
Nothing a lot. What
nothing a lot.
kind of English is that?
It's not.
Nothing a lot.
Nothing a lot. I think it's Canadian.
Oh, is it?
I think I'm talking Canadian.
Wouldn't it be a loot? Nothing a loot.
Just a boot. How about this? Almost sounds like was it $1 million?
Oh yeah.
Rachel says that the massage parlor here is a new tourist destination.
Oh yes.
Is it tourist or tourist?
Sure. Yes. Tourist.
Tourist.
I don't know. Is it coupon or coupon? I don't know. Right?
That's a good one. I never even thought about that one. I'm thinking coupon.
See, I said coupon. I don't know.
Potato or potato?
Yeah, no, it's potato.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
no.
And that was an easy one.
It's funny. My niece actually says that. She'll go, yeah, potato. And I'm like, no, it's
Let's call the
tomato,
whole things off.
tomato.
Rachel says depends on where you live.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you like the grammar police?
Yes. Drives me nuts. Yes.
There or there.
Oh my, if somebody's like, oh, I seen that. It's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, no, you didn't seen it. You saw it. Like that, just their thing. And my kids do that all the time. I'm constantly correcting them. Always. I'm like, speak correctly,
Well,
please.
let me ask you another question.
Ugh. Ugh.
What is that all about?
I don't know. Yeah, grammar
Mm.
drives me nuts.
Well,
Go for it.
I think people are speaking instead of people describing what they want in text, they're speaking in text.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
So they're though, THO.
Mhm.
It's spelled though,
Mm-hmm.
THO.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep.
It's not even a word, is it?
I guess not technically. It's phonetically, I guess, accurate, but yeah, I like texting. I don't know. Texting's a different. I
Language.
will shorthand things in text and that sort of thing. But if I'm speaking or obviously for work, for sure, it's all proper grammar and
Yeah. But still, it's like, well, there's that though. I be seeing you later.
oh yeah, no, yeah,
What is that?
I don't know. Just it's
Yeah, you know what it said?
it's
I
just
mean,
slang. It's just I
no.
guess like a form of slang. I don't know. People get lazy with their speaking.
Whoa, there goes the microphone. Holy moly. Holy
Jeez.
Jesus. I'm knocking things over. Let's see.
There's things like when people say, "Oh, these ones."
Mm-hmm.
The word "ones" is completely. You don't need to say that. You just say these. These ones. That nails on a chalkboard for me. Drives me nuts.
All right. So if somebody texts you 53x. You know what that means?
No, I would think it's the beginning of an algebra problem.
Well, yes. Yes.
And I would try to solve it.
All right. So if you were to look at an alphabet, the 5 looks like what letter?
Yes. Oh, okay.
All right,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Gotcha.
there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what that is.
Yeah. See, I don't. Yeah. I
One-
mean, if you can type 5-3, you can type SE. Like what's like why change it?
76. You know what 76 is?
Name of an old basketball team.
Drunk.
7-6 is drunk. How is that?
No.
Well, you'd probably have to be drunk to come up with that. That's idiotic.
How about 143?
No idea.
I know that one.
No.
Okay. How many letters in the word you?
3.
Okay. How many letters in the word love?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
Why would
143.
you use 143 instead of ILY?
Or I love you.
Or right?
Yeah.
Or I mean, freaking use an emoji if you're short on time. Like what? I don't understand the numbers for the letter. I don't know. It's not my thing. I guess that's somebody's. Folks have that style of
Yeah.
communicating. It's personally not mine, but that's fine. Whatever. To each their own.
Let's see. Let's see if we can find some others here that are AFK.
Away from keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a gamer, but I've heard that.
Yeah, but that's pretty common though, I think.
I've never used that.
CTN.
Nope, no idea.
Can't talk now.
Or you could just not reply and they'll get the hint.
Huh?
Or you could just not reply and they'll get the hint. They'll know you can't talk now.
Uh-huh. Duh F. DA space F. Duh F.
Yeah.
Yeah. TCBY.
Yogurt.
Yeah, the country's best yogurt.
Oh, I just remember that as being a yogurt
I was
place.
trying to throw you off, actually. FWB.
Friends with benefits.
Wow, weird you know that. Weird. CYA.
Yeah, cover your ass. I do use that one at work a
No,
lot.
it's in here it says see ya.
Oh, see ya?
Yeah.
Oh, see, CYA to me is cover
Yeah.
your ass. So when,
Oh, all right.
at work, we CYA. We do that.
HBD.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Again, that to me
Um,
is just almost rude. Like when you shorten it, it's somebody's birthday. Like at least spend the extra 3 seconds to spell it out. Like, I mean, it's somebody's birthday.
if it's somebody's birthday,
Just
call them.
oh, I'm certainly not doing that. I will not call. No. You're getting a text. You're getting a
Rihanna will text me HBD. Well, thanks.
Yeah,
I appreciate all the effort.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like it's their birthday. At least spell it out. The bare minimum.
Kids don't like me, but you know what?
HBD.
At least give me the decency saying happy birthday.
Yeah, I usually will find like funny memes or something that's specific to that person or something like that and post it, for them and that sort of thing. Like just recently, my mom turned 69 last week,
Yeah.
and I posted on our Facebook. It was the Golden Girls, and it says you're 1 year closer to Shady Pines, and that was my way of saying happy birthday to her.
Tell her I live next door. How about this one? Oh crap, where was it? All right, this is, I don't understand, and I don't know how this is.
I probably won't
even
understand it either.
PROLLY.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Probably.
it's a lazy way of saying that the kids do that. Irks me.
There's not even much.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Goat.
Oh, greatest of all time. Yeah.
Boat.
Baddest of all time.
Yeah.
Best of all time.
Best of all time. Yeah.
Oh.
Coat.
Craziest of all time.
Or. Yeah, okay. But yeah, there's a lot of these.
Military.
It's a role playing game.
Oh.
How
But
about-
an RPG is like some kind of gun or explosive something or other, isn't it?
Then there's RBG.
Resting bitch. Oh no, that's not it.
No, it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Oh my god.
See, you gotta watch me.
I do hear RBF a lot. 'Cause my daughter tells me I have RBF. She'd be like, "Mom, you have
Resting bitch
RBF."
face?
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, "Mom, you have RBF." And I'm like, "Well, then don't look at me. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is."
Let's see.
I get a lot of those for my kids. The kids, I think
You
use-
are.
Oh, for your
Yeah.
yeah. That's the phonetic. That's like the shorthand. I have to say,
That's
in,
what I'm
in-
talking about.
in
I
text
mean,
message, I have been guilty of using shortened phonetic
I
sounds
can't even do that.
in place of words. But I don't do talk to text either. I don't like talking into my phone. So I do.
Sometimes
Type it
Rihanna
all
will
out.
do it with me, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then she'll actually have to spell it out.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
like
it kinda defeats the whole purpose.
IKR.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
IDC.
I don't care,
IMO.
in my opinion.
See, look at you go, kid.
I know them. I just don't
Ah.
necessarily use them.
Mhm.
There was, I'm trying to remember what it was. So I work with folks, I work internationally. So folks that I work with down in Brazil, they had, I forget what it was now, but they responded with, like, you know how we have LOL? They responded, it was like YAY or Y. It was something different. And I had to Google it because I had no idea what they were trying to say, but it was their version of LOL. And I didn't even know that internationally there was a different version of that. So I'm exposed to a lot of,
Gilligaff.
oh my God, I know what that one is. Do I look like I give a,
Yeah.
yep.
Fubar.
Oh, effed up beyond.
All
Yeah.
recognition.
Mhm.
We're close to that. I don't know. It's funny though. I get it.
I used to hear that one a lot working with my dad. Everything was
Fubard.
fubard.
Yeah.
Yep.
My dad never said fubard.
Well, that was a nice way of my dad saying it. It is toasty in here. Holy moly. You have to get a fan or one of those like portable ACs or bust out a window.
So I just got a message that they're investigating a bank robbery
Where?
at Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank.
Right here?
Yeah. 10 minutes ago, heading on Route 12 toward Plainfield Gray SUV, Massachusetts Place.
Okay, so
Wait, did we hear sirens? I didn't hear
I
any
did not hear any
sirens.
sirens. But if that's the case, if they went up this way, this main street is full of cameras and license plate
Yeah.
readers
Yeah.
all the way up. So if they went up that way, they'll definitely have pictures and a license plate.
And this
Interesting.
was,
Yeah, I didn't.
this is like 5 minutes ago.
yeah. There hasn't been anything. I mean, if they know they're heading toward Plainfield, maybe they're waiting for Plainfield to pick them up. I don't know.
Yeah. So apparently there was a bank.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to follow that.
Yeah, there's been nothing out here,
Gray SUV, mass plates.
and it's probably stolen. Well, hopefully they'll be able to use the cameras and the license plate readers that we have installed in the borough to help with any investigations or whatever they need.
Yeah. I'm surprised they got past the missile launchers.
Those haven't been installed yet. We're working on those.
Eastern Connecticut Savings
I know,
Bank.
what is up with that?
I love the people there.
I've never been in there.
You know, and boy, they have really
They've
had some terrible
Yeah.
luck lately
I
in the
know.
Jewett City branch.
I know.
Yeah,
Getting the inside scoop.
actually.
No like injuries or anything. So I haven't heard. Hopefully there was nobody hurt or anything. I haven't heard the siren going off or anything like that. So
I just got a picture. So they just sent me some pictures of where the troopers are. So, which would mean nothing to anybody, but but I'm not going to post them.
yeah. Well, as long as nobody got hurt and well,
That's a snafu.
yeah.
That's right there. That's all FUBAR.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, it's definitely FUBAR.
Dylan Gaff?
Strange that we haven't heard anything though.
It was, I don't think they want to broadcast that one though. I don't think you're going to see or hear sirens or.
Yeah. Well, and I mean all the troopers are like right here. So
Yeah. And they're ninjas, man.
Yeah.
How many times have I said that? It's like just when you
Mhm.
don't think they're there, they are everywhere.
Uh-huh. They're like come out of the woodwork. Like when you need them, they're all of a sudden you're like, where were they all, 2 seconds ago?
Right. Like the fire the other day, right?
Mhm.
It's like,
Oh, they were down there.
oh yeah.
Like they were down
All
there.
of a sudden, it's like within minutes, Brian Sumner comes in. I'm like, aren't you the resident?
In Lisbon.
No. Baltic Sprague.
Oh, he's in Baltic Sprague.
yes. And it's like, here you are.
Yeah. Yep. I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know how that investigation's going. I hope they figure out what happened there and if
I'm
anyone was
gonna
responsible.
say pretty much
I think everyone's thinking the same
it
thing.
was set.
I don't know how else it could have started, but who knows? I don't know. I hope the investigation is fruitful and something comes of
Yeah.
it. Especially if it's, who people are thinking it is. If it turns out to be the case, and I hope they're held responsible as much as they can be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, if it is,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, if it is who we, who people are talking about, then it's escalating, and that's not good.
And all
That
of
needs
this
to be
right here,
stopped.
all of this is just distraction.
From
The happy ending massage parlor.
should ask the troopers if they
Because I'm sure they have time right now.
well, not right
Hey,
now.
Trooper Kathy, yeah. Yeah. Pull over. I got a question.
Not right now. Actually, they were parked down the side road of your house. I think they were watching people for the stop signs on the side of your house
Oh, they
yesterday.
do. They do.
And I think it was Martin. I was
Good for
gonna swing by in there and ask him, but I was like, nah, he looks a little busy.
Sometimes he's on the side of my house.
He
too.
was like right down that
On
road.
Clark.
Yep.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the beagle that's always barking
Yeah.
parked just
Roxy.
parked just a little ways back. So you didn't really notice him, but he was watching. He wasn't like, head down or anything. He was looking. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
definitely looking. He had clear sight of that stop sign.
Yep.
So I was like,
Yep.
oh,
Yeah, they don't
cool.
play. They
Because
don't
I've seen
play.
them parked on Carly before, and it's obvious that they're sitting there. This one, you wouldn't have known this spot unless you were looking for them. I just
Yeah.
happened to see him out of the corner of my eye, and I did a double take, and I was like, ooh, sneaky.
What? Now there's something else.
More info. What is going? Is it a full moon? Is today a full moon? I can't. I don't
Hold
think
on.
it is. Rich came home this morning. I asked him how work was, and he goes, "What work?" He's like, "Nothing happened."
On Wednesday at 3:31 a.m., troopers assigned to Troop D in Danielson were dispatched to Sunnyside Farms gas station, North Main Street, Killingly, for commercial alarm activation. The business owner was able to view store footage depicting two white males wearing black hoodies and black masks, walking around inside of the store, causing damage to its interior. The two individuals are accused of taking cash and smoking vaping materials from the business before fleeing in a gray or silver colored SUV.
Interesting. Did it have mass plates?
Didn't say. Anyone with information about this incident is asked to contact Trooper Nadu at Troop D in Danielson.
That's quite a coinky dink.
Yeah.
So the other day, I don't know if anyone around here is familiar with Redneck Gourmet Donuts. They had a trailer in Colchester, a bright orange trailer that they've been closed. I think the owner's having some health issues, but they're very well known. I mean, people would line up, they'd be sold out, really quickly. But it's this bright orange trailer parked in a lot in Colchester, and on the weekends they would take orders, and lines would be to the road.
Yeah.
It's been closed down and parked there, and over the weekend or Monday maybe it was, that somebody stole it. Somebody literally hooked up to it and took it, and they found it in Torrington. But the inside was demolished just from being transported, because nothing was tied down. It wasn't set to be transported, so everything was loose inside. So it caused a significant amount of damage. But who ties up to a bright orange, huge trailer that's labeled, Redneck Donut? You couldn't hide it. I don't know what goes through somebody's mind trying to do something like that. And they were caught. I mean, they put it all over Facebook. It was out there. Everyone was looking for it. The folks that own it, of course, nice folks, contribute to the community, all of that stuff. You're going through health problems, and, for that to happen, it's just, it just infuriates me that people do things like that. It's just so pointless.
So pretty weird couple of incidents. Just one last night. So these guys are on a spree.
Is it the same SUV?
Well, gray SUV.
Same description.
Same description, yeah. So
and they're in this area. So they're Troop D in Danielson or Killingly, potentially here. Why would they stay in the area? Again, that doesn't seem to be very smart. I don't know. I think if I was one of those types of people doing that, I probably wouldn't stay in the same area where they already have a description.
So I just sent the story to my informant.
Okay.
About the apparent bank robbery down at Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank from this morning. Said, and in this one right here, also in a gray SUV, and they were in there smoking and vaping, and this person just writes back, "When you need to blow them bitchin' clouds, brah."
Bruh.
Did you see who it was?
I think so, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's what I thought I saw. Yeah. Do you know my kids? Well, my son calls me bruh. Bruh. I'm like,
there's brah and there's bruh.
No, I'm bruh. BRUH. I'm bruh.
So you can say bruh to anything.
Oh, I'm like, I'm your mother.
Bruh.
Yeah. Or he'd be like, "What up, woman?" I'm like, oh, really? Like, yeah,
bruh.
That's my baby boy.
Make any off the wall statement to me.
I can't come up with one that quickly.
Bruh.
Or his latest one is word. Like, "Hey, clean your room." Word.
Bruh.
I'm like, no, clean your room. Word. Just like, oh my God.
It's everything. It's like, "Hey, we're having your favorite meal tonight."
Yeah.
Bruh.
No, see, I say something like that and I get, I'm not hungry.
So I sent a message this morning to the Burgermeister Meisterburger that owns this building.
Oh yeah.
And I said, it's hot as blankety blank blank blank
Yeah.
up here. He goes, "Really? It's nice and cool down here."
Thanks for the help.
Thanks, Matt.
Glad to hear it.
Oh my God. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Kathy, thanks for stopping by, even though you didn't know you were coming.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, wasn't it glad that you got to meet? I was glad that you get to meet Franklin.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, and when I saw that story on Facebook, it was just like you said, one of those fuzzy feel good things that you don't hear enough about, and it was really cool to see that and to meet him. He's a cool kid.
He's a cool kid, yeah,
or man. But he's
23, 22.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, in his early 20s. But yeah, he seemed so cool. And Melissa, I mean, you could tell the bond between the two of them is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so sweet. You know,
Yeah.
it's so nice to see
You
that.
see that a lot, you know, with paraprofessionals,
Mhm.
you know, that are, you know, that have one kid that, or,
Mhm.
you know, or
Oh,
one
yeah.
adult. They just get really, really close.
Yep.
And it's now their family.
Yep. That I saw that
You
in the
know?
group home with a lot of the staff that worked there. And like I said, I mean, when I ended up leaving there and moving on to another job, I would still go back and visit. 'Cause I'm like, I can't just not see these people. You
There was-
know, I
yeah,
need
there
to go
was
back
a-
and visit.
There was a young girl, she was like 14 or 15, that my stepmother took care of. She was a nurse.
Yep.
You know, I mean a registered nurse, you know, and next thing you know, she years she's spending with this young girl
Mhm.
who can't talk,
Yep.
can't
Yep.
move,
Yep. That's I had.
completely bedridden, you know, in a chair. And the only way she could communicate was like, you know, by her eyes.
Yep.
you know?
I had one like
or she
that.
could ring it. But then she had set up a bell.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden she started ringing the bell. Anyway, she's
Yeah.
passed. The young girl has passed, but
Yep.
but just
Yeah. Yeah, we
know,
would.
so it's
We
amazing.
learned. We had one a man like that was nonverbal. He didn't walk or anything. He would just kind of scoot along the floor, but he would like grunt and like make noises. And you get to know what that's their communication. You get to know what
Exactly.
those mean and what he needs, and just the way he acts. If he was scooting in a certain area of the home, you knew he didn't feel good just because for whatever reason. He would, whenever he wasn't feeling well, he would scoot to this section of the house, and we would know, okay, something's wrong with him, and we would start, you know, going through everything we needed to be sure he was good. But you get to know their little, you know, idiosyncrasies. It's
Right.
you know, they're all individual. They all have their own things, you know, and you get attached to them. If you don't, that would concern me.
Yeah.
It really would. So. Yeah, it was really cool meeting Franklin this morning.
coming in next week, or you don't?
I
You
don't know.
know,
I haven't looked.
Anyway,
Listen, I had a
whatever.
meeting first thing this morning, and I wasn't happy about that. So I can look real quick. Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, or Rich, or he's still on?
I
midnights?
don't know. I gotta look at his schedule. Tuesday it looks like I'm good.
All right.
Thursday. Yeah, I don't want to go to that meeting. Yeah, that's fine. I can do Thursday too.
Or Rich if he's not off.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll ask him.
All right, very good. All right.
But I'll be the backup. If Rich can't make it, I'll be the
Oh,
backup. I
It's
see how it is.
I don't know.
I won't take it personally.
Rich was, you know, people come in and Rich, you know, he come in and they go giddy up because
Yeah,
he's here.
I
And they went,
know.
well, where's Kathy?
I know.
Suck it up. All right. Have a good day. Tomorrow is what the hell is tomorrow? Oh, it's
Friday. Oh, it's Old Man Day.
Yeah, it's
I
Old
mean,
Man
I'm
Day.
sorry. It's Retiree
Row.
Row Day. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
That just
whatever.
kind of came out.
you'll be Old Woman Day soon,
I'm
Kathy.
getting there faster and faster
Mhm.
every year. It seems to go by quicker.
Then it'll be week by week, day by day. All right. Thank you, Kathy.
Welcome.
Thank you to Franklin and Melissa for coming in today, sharing their story. It was really very nice. So, all right. Old Man Day tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye. Goodbye.
You've heard correct. Uncle Cranky's restaurant is under new ownership, but the establishment is in very good hands with its new owners, longtime employees, Killian and Morgan. Uncle Cranky's still has delicious daily specials, as well as those incredible hand-cut fries that you've always loved. Uncle Cranky's is still on Main Street, Jewett City, and the staff is always friendly, and they aren't really cranky. Well, not anymore. Uncle Cranky's restaurant, Main Street, Jewett City. Find them on Facebook.